Why do you want me to get into a point where I don't care what the Israel? Why do you want me to get to a point to where I could really?
It's not my fault.
No. Listen to me. Do you not care that I could turn into a greasy ass nigga and say fuck the Israelites and all of that and really get on you in a whole type of way that you can't even respond to? Do you not care that I could turn into a greasy ass nigga and say fuck the Israelites and all of that and really get on you in a whole type of way that you can't even respond to? Do you not care that I could turn into a greasy ass nigga and say fuck the Israelites and all of that and really get on you in a whole type of way that you couldn't even respond to? Why do you want to push a nigga there?
I don't.
Like, why do you want me?
I don't.
You know I got more money than you and your whole family. Why would you want me to just like say, all right, fuck that, I'm about to just slaughter this bitch? Why do you want me to do that?
You want to do that. That's not what I want you to do. That's what you want to do.
That's what I want to do. I want to kill you and your family.
Why do you want to kill me and my family? Why would you even bring that up?
I just asked you a question, you fucking dummy. I want to kill you and your family. That's what you're saying?
That's what you're saying. I didn't bring that up. Who brought that up?
What do we call it? This nasty scandal. And I'm just trying to put a little bit of spiritual, a little bit of edification behind it. Because that's all this really is. Just a nasty scandal this dude got caught up in. All right, and there's only been 2 parts of this young woman's video. In the middle, this dude Hikkah, the pimp, okay, the rat pimp hustler that he is, it shows you he's never been really born again. All right, he's not a new creation. He's just a hustler, with a new record. So now he got caught up, and he was basically pimping his own damn. Well, I wouldn't use the word pimping. Excuse that. I don't mean in a connotation of prostitution, but basically, he's a damn hustler. He hustled his baby mama and ex-wife or wife, and got a lot of money out of her. And I'm sure she's not the only one. He got a lot of money out of you people that subscribe to that varsity madness, whatever it is, and all the other little different shit he's been selling you over the years. And we told you about it and you didn't listen, so good. Hopefully your money got took too.
Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Yahweh, Ka'ala Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Alright, double honor to the apostles and elders and great millstones who were well and taught me this truth. And Shalom to you, hopeful elects. Okay? What we're going to talk about today is exposing you false prophets, such as Deacon Hikkah. All right, Deacon Hikkah and his Red Robin. His Robin Hood, right? Because you got Batman that's Deacon Hikkah, and then you got Robin that's Brother Hassad. And these two gentlemen, these two reprobates, all right, these two false prophets that are now being exposed. Okay, not now, but they've been getting exposed through the brothers in GMS and Great Millstone, okay? Because that's what we do. We expose the darkness, because what was done in the darkness shall come in the light, right? And let me just get that scripture real quick. But first thing first, I want to say 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. And it says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring and damnable heresies. Okay, that's what these false prophets bring. They bring damnable heresies. They bring heresies, right? Because these men, okay, that are not of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, these men are false prophets because they teach others. Okay, they teach our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are supposed to receive this truth. All right, it says in the scriptures to feed the flocks, feed my sheep, right? And bring them back to who? The shepherd, Yahushua, right? To follow him. Right? But these people, they teach our people, these men, Deacon Hikkah and Deacon Hassad, and other camps out there like IUIC, okay, ISUPK, right? That teach false doctrines, okay, that go against Paul's words, that go against Peter's words, okay? These men are chasing after the bag. These men are going after the money, and they only want that out of this ministry. That's why they set it up. That's why they set these ministries up. Okay? That's why they set up their own camp, to gain something out of us. Not to gain something out of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Alright? And recently, the wife of Deacon Hikkah exposed him for the man that he is. Alright? A wicked man. You know what I'm saying? These men aren't of the Lord. Okay? They go against the scriptures. They twist them up. They give you Christian ideology. They don't believe in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Alright? They say that the pure language isn't the Lashon Kadash, Salakia, which is the Paleo ancient Hebrew. Okay? That we know through that language, the Most High spoke to Moses and his people. Alright? And it's not going to change because the Most High says that he will not change. You know what I'm saying? He's just as he was back then, he's the same now. All right? He's not a person that contradicts himself. Okay? So these Pharisees, all right, and scribes like Deacon Hikkah and Deacon Hassad, not Deacon Hassad, Brother Hassad, right? They go against the words of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and they twist them up, and they say that heathens can receive salvation, right? That these Edomites and Esau's and Caucasian people can receive salvation. The same ones that put us through slavery. Don't you know, as it says in Revelation, that those who put us in captivity shall receive captivity, right? For Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? They shall believe a lie and turn into fables. They shall receive judgment from the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for the abominations that they do, okay? And not to mention how they conduct the Passover, all right, trying to have rap battles and these holy feasts.
We had a solemn assembly, and then we closed the solemn assembly, and then we had fun. Right? I mean, if somebody has a problem with that, they have a problem with the Bible. We're gonna read about something. I want you to give me Deacon 2 Chronicles 30.
Right? These men are through, and I'm here to let you know that. Okay? They make us look bad, because that's why you got folks out here on the highways and hedges that see us, and they see us prophesied, and they put us in the same category as these bum-ass, false-ass prophets, and think everyone else is the same. Right? So it says, but there were false prophets among the people. Right? Even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall be in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. That's what you're going to receive, Deacon Hikkah and Brother Hassad and everyone else who follow these false teachers. Right? Because the blind lead the blind, and then they're going to fall right in the pit. Right? So how long would you simpletons love simplicity? You know what I'm saying? How long would you people, you false teachers out there, love to be a part of something that's not true? You're going to receive judgment from the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It's a lucky because I'm driving right now. So it says in Matthew chapter 15, verse 14, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. You see? Both shall fall into the ditch. That's why you people got to be aware of false prophets among you. Right? Sheep clothing. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are raven wolves. These men are raven wolves. Right? Deacon Hikkah and Brother Hassad. All right, these people don't care about teaching the truth and the true gospel, giving sound doctrine. All right, calling upon the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, letting you know that the Israelites will receive salvation. Right? No, they want to bring the whole world into it, and that's that Christian ideology, right? Because they sold out. You feel me? They partook into the 5C 103 agreement. All right, and it says here a 501c3 is a specific portion of the U.S. Internal Revenue Code. All right, revenue code to get that money. Here's an agreement that you have to take with us. that exempt qualifying nonprofits organizations from federal income tax. These entities must be operated exclusively for charitable, educational, religious, scientific, or literary purposes. So lucky. Tax exemptions. Organizations do not pay federal income tax on revenue that supports their missions. Okay? So that's the law that they're under. You know what I'm saying? They don't pay no taxes. They get that money. The money that they receive from their organizations, that's all for them. And they got to come into agreement to listen to and follow what they want them to say. Just like the pastors in the churches nowadays, right? And feed you laws and tell you that the name of the Messiah is Jesus Christ, right? That he's a white man with long hair and blue eyes. But we know, according to the scriptures in Revelation, right, chapter 1, verse 14, that the Messiah was a so-called black man. All right? He was burnt as a furnace, meaning he was dark-skinned, dark brown, right? With woolly hair. So he had curls, an afro, not to mention. And his eyes were fury. Well, they weren't even blue, they were red. Okay? So that's what these people do. And recently, like I said earlier, the wife exposed this man Deacon Hikkah for the wickedness that he does. All right, he took $60,000, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so lock if I'm wrong. I don't know too much of the story, but the video is out there to let you brothers know that this man ain't what he says he is. All right, and I'm here to let you know too, because you know that's what we do. We gotta expose them. Expose wickedness. KJV. All right, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. That's what we got to do. All right, have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. All right, that's why we tell y'all people to come out of those camps, because you're gonna be led astray, and you're gonna fall into that ditch, as it says in Matthew. Right? And our job is to rather reprove them. You know what I'm saying? All right, condemn them for the wrongs and the wickedness that they do, and to turn back to the Lord and repent, because if not, you're gonna be destroyed. Right? All right, too many times that these people brought out their follies. Okay? And like I said, all they want is that bag. All they want is that money. All right, they don't care about whether or not you receive salvation, whether or not you're walking in this truth the right way. Because what they're feeding you is lies. So how you gonna walk in the right way? How you gonna receive the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the scriptures of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua if you're being fed lies? You know what I'm saying? If you're being told something that's not. Are you just walking in darkness right with them? But it says here in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11, have no fellowship with them, right? So how long would you simpletons love simplicity? You know what I'm saying? These men are a part of the world. All they care about is materialistic things, having a nice car, right? Having the latest year vehicle, Jeep wagon or whatever the hell he got. Deacon Hikkah. You know what I'm saying? He's not even a deacon no more. He fell out of the truth. Okay? And those who fall out of the truth will not inherit in the kingdom. Okay? Truth. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 14, and judgment is turned away backwards, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the streets, and equity cannot enter. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned into fables. That's what these men are. They turn into fables now. Okay, they turn away their ears from the truth. All right, they agreed with that tax organization shit. 510c3, some shit like that. Y'all seen it? Y'all go back in the video and read it. But all right, they made an agreement with these heathens, right, to feed lies so they can receive a bag, get that money. Where did my mama go? All right, where did Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua? Right? He that taketh his hand out of the plow, right? Luke chapter 9 verse 62. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom. All right. At one point, these brothers followed GMS doctrine. All right. GMS, we're known for giving 100% of the truth. All right. We're known for bringing out 100% of the truth of the Bible. All right. Teaching the truth with sincerity. Okay. At one point, they followed these men. They followed the apostles and elders in Great Millstone. And then they wanted to do their own thing and have pride and feel like they're right all the damn time, that they can't take no corrections. And so they ended up making a camp organization called Sakari. All right. And let me just let y'all know that I was a part of that camp at one time. You feel me? But Lord, thanks to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, he took me out of that. Right? And the only reason why I joined that camp was because at the time I wasn't aware of where GMS was at in my city. All right. And this was in 2023. Okay. I just came back from living in Miami. All right. Came into the truth in 2022, late 2022. All right. Started receiving wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures of who we are and what we have to do to receive salvation. And I wanted to join the camp. And of course, I was looking for the brothers in GMS, but it was hard to find them because they kept their location disclosed. So I had a strong desire of being in the camp, but I should have took that time to be patient and hearken unto some of the brothers that told me, one of the brothers that told me from GMS to not join that camp, but I didn't know any better. I was young. All right. I thought that these men were actually doing the work of the Lord, but turns out that the head of that camp was a damn bug out. All right. Getting pegged and shit and doing all types of abominations. All right. Going to the strip club on the Passover and shit. And these men, they be wearing fitted caps to this day. That's how they teach. They cover their heads, and it says in the scriptures that you cannot teach with your head covered. All right, we're gonna just bring that out too. Teach. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4 through 13, it says, every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. You see? You're dishonoring your head. And we done brought that out so many times. The brothers in GMS, we done rebuked these brothers so many times for the things that they've done. Right? And one of them was keeping their heads covered and prophesying. But they didn't want to listen. They just want to say, brother, that's what you think. That's what you believe. All right? That is not a commandment. This, that, and the third. All right. All right, keep doing what you're doing. Look now. Divide and conquer. You stupid, dumb ass niggas, man. Prophesying with your head covered, you're dishonoring your head. All right. And these fools don't want to receive correction. All right, Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates corrections is stupid. You stupid. All right, these people don't want to take corrections. You stupid. The Most High ain't dealing with you, Deacon Hikkah and Brother Hassad, and you other camps out there that want to push out false doctrines. Right? And it's not only in the Israelite community, but it's also in these dumbass fucking churches. But our people are so dumb and stupid to follow and not actually listening to the true prophets of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah from the camp of GMS, Great Millstone. See what I'm saying? All right, Proverbs chapter 15, verse 12. Mockers, all right, also known as fools, hate to be corrected, so they stay away from the wise. That's why they walk away from the truth. That's why they walk away from the real men that push out this truth. All right, because we understand, we have that knowledge, we have the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, to understand these scriptures and let you know where you're wrong at. And when we try to tell you and reprove you, right, and rebuke you for the wrongs that you do, you don't want to listen. You don't want to take that correction because you're too puffed up, you're too prideful. Most High ain't dealing with you. All right, they hate us, as it says in Proverbs chapter 9, verse 8. Do not correct the scoffer, lest he hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. Right? Because a wise man only wants to receive wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. A wise man gonna want to take correction so they won't do the same mistakes over and over again. But these niggas do. These niggas want to make the same mistakes over and over again because they of the world. They not the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You scoffers that come against the real man of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. See what I'm saying? So yeah, just want to make a quick video through transit, in transit, you know what I'm saying? Here at work. I'm watching all these videos of Brother Hikkah and Brother Hassad getting their shit exposed. That's what happens when you mock the Lord and the Lord's and the men of the Lord. When Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's what happens. The darkness will be shown in the light. What's done in the dark shall come in the light. Feel me? Luke chapter 12, verse 2, verse 3. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in the darkness shall be heard in the light. Right? And that which ye have spoken in the ear and closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. Right? You can't hide from the darkness that you have. Most High sees everything. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He knows your true character. He knows who you are. And he's going to expose you for what you do through the men of the Lord. He's going to reveal it unto the men of the Lord. He reveals the secrets unto the elect. So whatever you niggas do, we going to know. You know what I'm saying? And the internet's a beautiful thing because whatever's put on the internet, you know what I'm saying, it's going to stay there forever. All a nigga got to do is do some little research and we going to expose your dumb ass. You feel me? Yeah, and the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for taking me away from these dumbass fucking prophets, these false ass prophets, right? That don't know any better. That don't want to take corrections. That want to keep doing their follies and wickedness. Right? Feel me? Having rap battles and shit in a fucking congregation in these holy feast days that we're supposed to keep. Niggas don't know any better, bro. Y'all want to continue with your follies and be a part of the world. Most High gonna keep you out. Alright, he's through. He's done with your shit, man. Alright, so with that, I want to say, Ka'ala Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Bashim Kakadashi. Give me the spirit to do this lesson, man. Double honors to the apostles and elders in Great Millstone who well and taught me the truth. Shalom to you, hopeful elects. Shalom.